This is the video that I would like to share with the students of class 12. It is the lesson from the book Flamingo, the Rattrap, which is composed by Selma Lagerlöf, a Swedish writer. She has expressed her theme and philosophy of life, how the life is troubled if one is so much selfish in order to provide himself greed without working hard, and if the goodness is bestowed upon him, really that goodness is awakened and reflected through his life. So it is one of the best points that we like to discover, and it is the third video in this connection in which I will tell you about the Iron Master's daughter who really comes to take the tramp to her house. When the rat trap seller did not go to the Iron Master's house, who had considered him his old regimental comrade as Nils Olof, he just went home with a thoughtful mind and thought that Edla Manson would really persuade him to invite him to come to his manor house where he could live for the rest of the Christmas Eve because there was no one. He had already told him that his wife was dead and his children lived abroad. The youngest one, this Edla Manson, only lives with him, who would be quite happy to have someone to have the Christmassy with her on the eve of Christmas. That's why she came, and she also came with certain plan, and when she touched him from the back, he reacted in such a way that looked frightening. He was so much frightened as if he had stolen someone's money or escaped from the jail. This really frightened this very tramp, but he knew that he was not the captain. But the way she showed generosity, love, and affection in her words, that this very tramp could not deny. This is the scene that you can see, that he is afraid he has stolen something or he has escaped from jail, and then you can also understand the conversation that happens. I'm sorry, Captain, that you are having a hard time. Please stay with us over Christmas Eve. You will be allowed to leave us just freely as you came. It never occurred to this very tramp that he would bother with himself. I will come at once, he said. He agreed. Her friendly manner gave confidence to the Rattrap. When this stranger comes to his house, there was a valet. Valet means male servant, who just saved him, who asked him to take a bath. He was given the best suit that his father used to wear. He was quite certain that he had become a well-dressed man, and the way he was dressed up made his look completely transformed. He looked like a gentleman. He was well dressed and his hair was cut, and in this way he wanted not to stay, but her courtesy and the good mannerism really made him stay at her house. Looking at this very young man, the iron master realized that the man he had thought of, that he was Nils Olof, he was not, and so he wants that this man should go away instantly from his house. He must be a known person, and if he stayed at his house, certainly it would cause some pain and trouble to them. That's why he denied. In the meantime, Erla Wilmanson arrives there. Then she says, he walks alone the whole year. He is always afraid of being arrested. He is not welcome anywhere. Wherever he goes, he has to bear the insult. He has to bear some kinds of scoldings, and he was not able to spend a single day of the whole year in comfort and joy. And really, he was also a human being. That's why Edla Wilmanson asked her father, let him stay at her house till the Christmas is over. Father told he only hoped him that she would not have to regret for his stay. But she was confirmed. She did not like to argue, but she wanted that the man who had been brought to her house after so much request should stay there. Then she announced that the suit is a Christmas present. He could spend next Christmas Eve here and rest in peace. He was welcome back again. She hoped like that, and he stayed there. But what is discovered, you cannot think of it, and it was the idea that really happened. When it was the Christmas, he just slept and ate and drank, but as if he had never spent his life in peace and rest. He had to eat whatever was given to him at the dining table. He ate and slept on the sofa, as if he had been hungry for a long time and he had not slept in the year. So here, after both of them go to the church for celebrating the prayer, for offering their prayer, they discover some men were talking at the church that there was a man who stole the iron crofter's 30 kroner and he went somewhere else. He was a Rattrap seller. Looking, listening, all these things, the iron master thought that he might have stolen all the silver spoons and the rest of the treasure. He comes in a hurry by his car with his daughter. And when he comes, he asks the valet where that man was. The servant tells he is gone, but he has left a gift. And later, then Edla Wilmanson goes. It was a gift to Edla Wilmanson, and she reads the letter in such a way that was written there, honored and noble miss. since you have been so nice to me all day long, as if I was a captain, I want to be nice to you in return. As if I was a real captain, for I do not want you to be embarrassed at this Christmas season by a thief. But you can give back the money to the old man on the roadside. He indicates that she should give the money to the man on the roadside, who has the money pouch hanging on the window frame as a bet for poor wanderers. The rat trap is a Christmas present from a rat who would have been caught in this world's rat trap if he had not been raised to captain, because in that way he got power to clear himself. Written with friendship and high regard, Captain Von Stahl. He writes. He writes this letter and leaves a packet. There was a small rat trap in it. Looking at this, reading this very letter, Edla Wilmanson realizes that the man was genuine. His goodness was to be awakened. And really, it requires in our life. We should never hate such men who live in depravity, who are poor. But those men who have power, who have wealth, they do not realize it. They just treat the poor vagabonds and the poor men so differently that hardly makes them understand about it. Let them understand it. Thank you. Thank you.